turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe.
AJB Creed. I will believe in myself and my ability to do my best. I will think, I will listen, I will participate in my own success. I will encourage others, I will act respectfully, I will show kindness, I will make AJB the place to be.
You heard right. Let's slide into the fall break. If you come this Friday, you can wear your slides. That's right. Again, students, if you come to school this Friday, we are allowing you to wear your slides. So, slide into fall break and wear your slides on Friday.
November is Indigenous Peoples Heritage Month. John Harrington of the Chickasaw Nation was the first Native American to fly in space and perform a spacewalk. A retired U.S. Navy aviator and a NASA astronaut, the Oklahoma native was a crew member aboard the shuttle STS-113 Endeavour when it launched from the Kennedy Space Center November 23, 2002. During the mission, which delivered crew and cargo to and from the International Space Station, Harrington performed 3 spacewalks, totaling nearly 20 hours. In honor of his heritage, he carried with him 6 eagle feathers, a braid of sweetgrass, 2 arrowheads, and the Chickasaw national flag.
When I say I'm Chickasaw, and I'm very proud of the fact I'm Chickasaw, it's a chance for me to educate people on who we are, where we came from, and where we're going. And when you're a kid, you dream about, you make believe, you role play. And in my case, that role playing was astronaut, because that's what we were doing in the 1960s. And so my dream about being an astronaut started in the cardboard box when I was 8 years old. 30 years later, I'm not in a cardboard box. Just the dials are all real now. It's just not drawn on a piece of cardboard. It's the real thing. You have to believe in yourself and you have to follow your dreams. You look at a challenge, you go, how can I really do that? Because if you look at it and say, I can't do that, and then walk away from it, then you just lost the opportunity. It could be the challenge of being a long-distance dad. It could be a challenge of being a single mom. It could be the challenge of trying to better yourself. I may not be able to accomplish it, but you don't know if you don't try.
Today's trivia question is, what tribe is John Harrington a part of? At lunch, with the box, make sure you add your first and last name, your grade, and your answer. Good luck, the winners will get a prize.
This week in basketball, the boys play Wallace Middle School on Wednesday at Wallace. Games are at 5:15 and 6:30 p.m. The girls also play Wallace Middle School on Thursday at Seguin High School. Games are at 5:15 and 6:30 p.m. Good luck, Toro basketball.
Hi, JB family.
Hi, JB.
We are hoping that you guys are ready for this upcoming week. We hope that you guys rest your mind and your bodies and reflect on what you are thankful for. Spend some time with your family. And
we're going to share with you now some videos that some of our students and staff have recorded about what they're thinking about this Thanksgiving holiday and what they're thankful for.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
For this year.
I am thankful for everyone and this basically this whole school, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Val, what does Thanksgiving mean to you?
Thanksgiving is a time where we get together. I have a huge family and we get together and we just spend time together. I'm looking forward to actually doing that this year. It feels like we haven't been together as a family in a long time due to COVID. So I'm really looking forward to seeing grandkids and cousins and my parents and my sisters and brothers. So that's what I'm thankful for this year.
Hey, Mr. Adiola, what are you thankful for this year?
At AJB this year, I'm thankful for having the world's best teachers and the world's best students. Guys, thank you very much for making AJB the place to be. I wish you an awesome and great fall break.
I am thankful for my family and my friends.
Hey, Ms. Valencia, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for my family and all the kiddos here at AJB that I get to work with.
What are you thankful for this year?
My family and my new job here at Saginaw ISD.
What are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for my family and my friends and the people that I spend time with.
What are you thankful for?
My family and my friends and food.
What are you thankful for this year?
You know, I'm thankful for games and food. Yep, that's it.
I'm thankful for my family and my friends because we started a business.
Oh, wow.
And we all help each other work on it.
What are you thankful for?
Friends and family.
I'm thankful for my family.
I'm thankful for my grandma.
Kennedy, what are you thankful for this year?
I am thankful for good health for all of my students and my family and a nice long Thanksgiving break.
What are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family and my friends.
I'm thankful for Thanksgiving break.
What are you thankful for?
Life.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Eloy Gonzalez. I'm in grade 6. I'm thankful for having parents and what they do for me and how they support me.
Hi, I'm Melody Gonzalez, and I'm thankful for my parents being there for me every time I need them.
I'm Kayla, and I'm thankful for my family and my pets and everything else.
My name is Sebastian Molina. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm thankful for my family and my baby sister.
Okay. My name is Landon. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm thankful for the food.
My name is Maya, and I'm in 6th grade, and I'm thankful for my mom.
I'm in 6th grade. My name is Jaden Lopez, and I'm thankful for my family and friends.
My name is Roderick. I am thankful for my family for Thanksgiving. I'm in 6th grade, and then my family, I'm thankful for them for making good food. I'm thankful for them for being my parents and brothers and sisters.
Hi, my name is Blake, and I am in 6th grade. I am thankful for my parents and my cousins and my friends.
Okay.
My name is Delmira, and I'm in 6th grade. What I'm thankful for is the planet, because without it, we all wouldn't exist.
I'm John, and I'm in 6th grade, and I'm thankful for my family.
My name's Javen. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm thankful for my PS4.
Awesome. Okay.
My name is Santiago, and I'm 6th grade, and I'm thankful for everything that I have in my life.
What are you guys thankful for?
AJB!
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get loud. Start us out with the color show. Yellow, gold, and white. Gold and white. One more time. Yell it out and show your pride. Yell AJB. AJB. Hey,
Welcome to Seguin ISD Active Shooter Training. The threat of an active shooter attack is rare but very real. We should aim to do away with the "it can't happen to me" mentality and change the way people everywhere respond to armed intruders. ALICE training helps individuals to be prepared for active shooter events and empowers them to make their own life-saving decisions. Once empowered to make their own life-saving decisions, individuals must be trained in proactive, active shooter response options rather than a passive, mandated, one-size-fits-all response. We want all students and staff to have the knowledge and skills to survive when shots are fired. We can achieve this by training as many people as possible and implementing training in drill form across our organization. We have seen the successful results of fire drills. It's time to start anticipating man-made disasters. And now here's a video on one of the most recent active shooter incidents in America.
A new report highlighting security failures in the Parkland school massacre.
Now, this as chilling images emerge of the accused shooter inside Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School during the attack. ABC's Ariel Reshef is here with the details on that. Ariel, good morning.
Good morning to you guys. Those images from inside the high school showing the moments leading up to that deadly rampage and a series of apparent security failures by police and school officials. A warning: if there are children in the room, the content here may be disturbing.
Possible shots fired at Stoneman Douglas High School.
This morning, chilling images and 911 calls from the Parkland massacre, painting a timeline of terror. 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz seen here loading an AR-15 in the hallway of Stoneman Douglas High School as a frightened freshman walks past. The Sun-Sentinel reporting that according to that freshman, Cruz telling him, "You'd better get out of here, things are going to start getting messy." Moments later, Cruz killing 17 students and staff.
Oh my God!
The release of surveillance videos and audio, all part of a scathing draft report from a Florida State Commission, shining a light on a host of fateful security missteps.
If we can't protect our children in schools, then who can we protect?
Doors unlocked, the gates open, allowing Cruz to get inside undetected.
He got into the 1200 building because that door was unlocked and unstaffed, and that we say that that is a security failure.
A campus security monitor failing to call a code red after seeing Cruz carrying a rifle bag. The report saying the spray of bullets set off a fire alarm, sending panicked students and teachers out of their classrooms to escape. This picture capturing kids trapped helplessly in a crammed hallway. Meanwhile, cameras showing school resource officer Deputy Scott Peterson waiting outside on his radio instead of trying to stop the gunman.
I think we got shots fired. Possible shots fired. 1200 building.
5 minutes go by before police officers even enter the building. Cops using surveillance footage on a 20-minute delay to try to track down the armed assailant who had already escaped, according to the Sun-Sentinel.
They are monitoring the subject right now. He went from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor.
While they tried to locate Cruz, he's seen here a few blocks from campus at this McDonald's. Finally, just under an hour later, taken into custody. A judge entered a not guilty plea for Nicholas Cruz in March. Since the attack, the sheriff's office says it has made some major changes in policy. The findings and a list of recommendations for school safety will be turned over to the Florida governor, guys, next week.
So many issues here. Not having a PA system, having a security cameras that are on a 20-minute delay.
Yeah, you have 5 minutes for police to enter the building. So think about what happened in those 5 minutes.
Many different versions of active shooter statistics exist today because of the different set of criteria agencies use to define active shooter incidents. This makes it difficult to get an accurate read on the scale of the problem and how much effort should be put in preventative measures. The widely varying statistics is attributable to the way in which incidents are defined. Regardless of which database you look at, it is clear that school shootings are not stopping, which is why it is important that we train and prepare ourselves for the worst possibility. The earliest known United States shooting to happen on school property was the Pontiac's Rebellion School Massacre on July 26, 1764, where 4 Lenape American Indian entered the schoolhouse near present-day Greencastle, Pennsylvania, shot and killed schoolmaster Enoch Brown, and killed 9 or 10 children. The incident that brought school shootings to the forefront was Columbine. 20 years ago, Columbine was one of the first school shootings that we were able to watch unfold on television. Media took the event to another level. Since then, we can name numerous school violence events and the numbers continue to rise. We will now begin our ALICE training.
Welcome to the Basic Concepts of ALICE video. The purpose of ALICE training is to prepare you to handle the threat of a violent critical incident by participating in your own survival. This video is approximately 20 minutes long. Upon completion of this video, you will be able to define the acronym of ALICE and the term violent critical incident. You will know the strategies found within each letter and be able to practice the ALICE strategies of lockdown, counter, and evacuate during hands-on training. A violent critical incident, or VCI, is any event at any location where a person or persons attempt to harm innocent people by any means necessary, regardless of motivation. ALICE is an acronym that stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. Each letter contains a flexible set of strategies you can use to maximize safety during a VCI. This set of strategies will greatly increase your odds of survival if you should face this form of disaster. Preparation leads to peace of mind, confidence, and more successful outcomes. The strategies of ALICE are not performed in a sequential manner. Your unique situation and location will determine which strategy you will use. You may also be able to use more than one strategy at a time. Let's discuss the strategies now. The alert is your first notification of danger. You receive an alert using your senses. For example, you could see the attacker, hear gunshots, or see or hear information over communication devices. You must take all alerts seriously. Many times, people mistake gunshots as everyday sounds because they think it won't happen to me. Listen to these quotes from people involved in violent critical incidents. At first, I thought it was a car backfiring. The next thing you know, I hear all this pop-pop sound. I think approximately 4 minutes passed when I heard a very loud noise, and I thought it had come from the hallway where the main office is located. I could not tell what the noise was. It sounded like a janitor dropped a toolbox or a stack of folding chairs. The first time when I heard it, I thought it was just fireworks, or just joking. Lockdown can be used when you know the attacker is nearby and you are not able to evacuate safely. You will need to control the door of the room. Start by locking it, but know this is not enough. Door locks alone have been defeated by attackers. You will need to control the door by building a barricade. The type of barricade you will build will depend on the way the door opens. Does it open in or out? The easiest door to barricade is one that opens in. Place something heavy in front of the door and continue to block it with other heavy objects in the room, such as desks, chairs, filing cabinets, bookshelves, and more. A door that opens out can be just as easy to barricade, but you must control the handle before barricading with cabinets, desks, chairs, bookshelves, or any other object in your area. Use something like a belt or rope to tie around the handle of the door. Then tie the belt or rope to a piece of furniture you place along the frame of the door. Once you have controlled the door and barricaded, spread out. Stand around the room away from doors and windows, holding objects in your hand that can be used to distract the attacker. Let's look at these students barricading the classroom door.
Alice, Alice, there is an intruder in the health ed hallway.
pause the video here and practice. Information empowers others to make decisions based on how to respond to the threat. Use plain language, not code words, to give information such as where the attacker is and what the attacker is doing. Receiving this information allows you to know what strategy you need to use to enhance your safety. Counter is your ability to disrupt the attacker from shooting accurately. Shooting is a mental and physical process. You can disrupt the mental portion of shooting accurately due to overtasking the brain with stimulus. You can overtask the attacker's brain by participating in acts that will overwhelm the brain's ability to function accurately. These acts can be movement, distance, noise, or throwing items in the visual pathway of the attacker. Countering gives you time and ability to perform other strategies. You may decide to evacuate away from the attacker or use a swarm, controlling the body of the attacker by the 5 appendages: 2 arms, 2 legs, and the head. You will need 1 person per appendage. Please note, swarm is age appropriate. If the weapon is dropped by the attacker, do not hold it in your hand. Place it in a trash can or other bag, so you are not a threat to responding law enforcement. Let's watch these students perform a counter strategy.
Doing something good for the weekend that you're excited for. I'm going to. Can I help you?
Hello, Miss Wilson. Evacuation is the preferred strategy. If you know you can remove yourself from the situation due to the information you are receiving, go. Knowing your exits and where they lead is very important. Windows can be used as a way out if available. Know how the windows open. Do they open all the way? If not, know you are empowered to break the windows to remove yourself from the situation. To break a window correctly, strike the window in the upper right-hand corner with a heavy object. Once the window is broken, clean out broken glass from the frame to get out safely. If you are on the 2nd floor, don't jump. Turn around and hang from the window and drop yourself down to the ground. Once you get out of the building, move to your pre-designated rally point. A pre-designated rally point is a location away from your building that is close enough to run to, but far enough for safety. Practice moving to this location during drills. Let's watch as these students evacuate out of their classroom and the building.
Alice, intruder in the main entry hallway.
The ALICE program is based on 5 strategies to increase your survivability and mitigate casualties in a violent critical incident. If faced with a situation, choose the best strategy or strategies of ALICE that works best for you. Remember, you are empowered to participate in your own survival. Thank you for watching the basic concepts of ALICE video.
Did you know that you should break a window from the top corner as opposed to the center? The middle of a window is the most flexible part of the surface and can be harder to break. A window should be broken at the top corners with a hard object. This will help minimize the amount of glass that falls on a person. Once the glass is broken, remove any remaining shards with a hard object, allowing people to move through the area without fear of cutting themselves. While we've gone through our ALICE training, here are some important points to remember about ALICE. ALICE options are not designed to be sequential, but rather to be utilized dynamically in each unique situation. ALICE is individualized decision making. While you may be in a school setting with other students, remember that some people may choose to evacuate while others choose to barricade within the same location. When safe to do so, evacuation should be your first option. Remove yourself from the danger zone. Evacuation is the #1 goal. Our human instinct in the face of danger is to remove ourselves from that threat. An active shooter in a building presents a situation like no other. Evacuating to a safe area takes people out of harm's way and hopefully prevents civilians from having to come into any contact with the shooter. Countering should be your last option. Lastly, use your senses and pay attention to your surroundings. Do not go towards danger. While we hope to never have to use ALICE, it is far better to have knowledge and skills to help in a man-made disaster. Safety is everyone's responsibility and starts with you. Stay safe, and remember, it's always a great day to be a Matador.
Following video shows the steps taken during a lockdown at AJB. As you see in the video, a lockdown has been announced. Students quickly grab items and hide behind different places in the classroom. As you see, students are hiding behind the computer cart, the bookshelves, under the teacher's desk, and behind tables. Your teacher will remove the magnet, check the front door is locked, and turn off the lights. At this time, we ask that you be quiet and wait for further instructions from your teacher or the administration. Thank you. Students, that concludes our Alice Refresher video and training.